next topic, man.
We're going to your Manchester United boys.
They're stupid.
Because they're about to play $80 million for Harry Maguire.
They're stupid. City's been like City wanted Johnny Evans.
Hold on, Twitter's like on fire with, isn't it like 65 and add-ons that add up to 80 or something?
I don't care, man.
I know it's 80. We all know it's 80.
It's 80.
Don't hit me with the add-ons.
At
United
the end
fans
of the
are
day,
so
it's
trash.
80.
There's a lot of rationalizations.
United
on
fans
the
are so
feed.
trash. Like just take the L, man.
130 mil on Wan-Bissaka and Slabhead.
Yeah.
Dude named Slabhead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we're getting it.
Wan-Bissaka's good though.
Look,
You see his for preseason debut?
Ooh, go on. What's his first name?
Aaron.
Aaron.
He don't look like he don't look like an Aaron.
No.
They changed his name.
No. He looks good though. He's a tackler.
Hey, pause. Don't ever tell me that Aaron looks good.
Okay. Relax.
How do you guys feel about it? Dan, could you say what you got to say?
I think they just got fleeced by Leicester. Good for them.
Leicester go fleece them and finish higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Tielemans better than all their midfielders.
Yeah.
Possibly.
If you're gonna overpay for somebody on Leicester,
Yeah.
he's the one you do it.
Yeah. exactly.
Boost your midfield. You lost Ander.
Yeah.
You're about to lose Paul next year.
Ooh. That's all. You just feel that they got fleeced?
You know what? I don't see. You want to talk about hype? I don't see the hype on Harry Maguire. I don't think he's a very good defender at all.
He's a ball
He had
player.
a very good Euro.
Yeah.
Or World Cup.
World Cup.
He had a very good World Cup. He scored some important goals.
He's a good ball player. Is that what you just said?
He's a ball playing center back
Really?
that offers an aerial threat via set pieces.
Have you
So you're saying he's a limited delay.
yeah, exactly.
He's a Dollarama Delit.
Yeah.
Older and you get to spend more money on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and he's English.
No, he's pretty good. He's actually pretty good.
He's a good Premier League defender.
He's worth at most about half of what United's buying him.
They should
for.
they should be paying
For the
40.
truth
40.
here.
In today's market, they should be paying 40.
But you know what? But I don't see in the air. He's a fantastic aerial defender. I'm gonna give him that. But I've watched him a number of times with Leicester. A ball at his feet. He's not that good.
He don't always make the right pass.
No.
Especially when he tries a little those penetrative passes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but offset pieces and in the air, credit where credit is due. He's great. But 80 million for that type of player? No.
Would you characterize Harry Maguire to United as a desperate move from a desperate team?
Yeah. Yeah, they're the thing is that the defense, it needs upgrading. The problem with that team is there's many other areas that also need upgrading. And I think they're looking at, if we shore up the back, at least we won't concede, and maybe we'll hit them on the counter with a couple goals here and there. But that team, if they lose, well, they'll probably keep Paul, at least this transfer window. I don't see them losing Paul now.
I think they priced him out. They priced him out of a move.
But I could see them possibly losing Romelu to Inter, and if they lose him straight up with cash, could be the worst decision they do. Only because I think they need other players coming in. So, but I don't see where the goals are coming from out of this team.
Anthony,
Yeah.
300K per week. Marcus,
Yep.
Jesse's gonna find his shooting boots.
Please.
Juan gets into the box.
Uh-huh.
Paul
He did
could
5 years ago.
Paul could step into the box.
Uh-huh.
Well, he should.
Scott's could hit the screamers from distance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to leave Nemanja open from 35.
Mm-hmm.
Harry from set pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Juan on the overlap. Aaron on the overlap.
You've already mentioned him in getting in the box.
No, Aaron.
Oh,
Juan,
Aaron.
Yeah, I said Juan because Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, sorry.
Aaron.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
You know about Diogo Dalot?
Yeah.
That might be one of the sexiest sixth-place teams of all time.
I'm surprised he didn't mention De Gea getting in on those,
Hey, De Gea.
90th minute set pieces. You never know.
Behind all the smoke and mirrors, De
You're going to
Gea.
go full-on Enrico Brignola against Milan.
De Gea's-
Bullet header in the 90th minute to end their dreams.
Hey, if there's anyone that could do it, it's David. David's staying. So
Yeah.
isn't that like a win for them?
Yeah, because is anybody going to pay what United would theoretically want for him in basically the worst form he can possibly be in
Yeah, he had
for
a-
a top goalie?
Yeah, he had a trash year.
He's so much
Yeah.
better than that, though. I'm not ready to bump him off his perch, but
No, I am.
are you okay?
And yeah, Allison.
show.
Allison better.
He is.
He is.
I agree.
Okay,
I agree. I
okay,
agree.
Okay, that's the perch.
Okay.
All Black's better.
100%.
Uh,
I don't know that anybody's better than All Black.
yeah, I know, but no one watches All Black. That's the problem. Whatever. Mark
Marco.
Andre
Fleury?
Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's better.
good too.
He's
Okay,
better.
so we got a few that are better. And
I'd say he's better.
Oh, I think you were going with he's the best Premier League goalie.
Oh no, Allison better.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that
And then you guys could have your discussion whether Ederson's better. I don't care. I just know that Allison's better.
Oh no,
I don't know that
I
Ederson's better.
I
I'm
was
not saying that.
but I would never have thought that he was the best keeper, out of all the leagues. I thought you were just going. I thought you were going on just the Premier League because get out of the Premier League. De Gea's not even okay. Maybe top 5.
Oh, you go to Old Trafford and tell them that.
Oh, I
They'll
will.
smoke you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna make sure they hate you by the end of the season.
I'll tell them they're going to finish in the Europa League too.
Look, there are two sides to this stupid coin.
Okay, what's the other side?
The one side of the coin is that they needed some defenders, so they paid a premium and they got Wan-Bissaka, who I guess adds on to their very young, vibrant fullbacks in Dalot and Luke Shaw, and it kind of ensures that they don't have to always play.
Dalot's out of the picture now.
That's sad.
He's done.
No, well,
What chance does he really have?
he plays right. He's been playing right mid when they have the diamond, and he's done well.
Okay.
So did they have those three, and that
Okay.
means that they don't have to play Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia. Oh, well, didn't Valencia leave?
Oh, I don't even know.
I think.
I don't know. He's out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm
one way
pretty
or the
sure
other.
he's gone.
Okay.
But they don't have to play Ashley Young at fullback
Yeah.
much longer. So
They shouldn't just stop playing Ashley Young. Period.
Didn't he just get an extension?
yeah, I'm pretty sure the captain too.
There you go. No,
He's
Juan
gotta mean
Mata's the captain.
something.
Oh no, not anymore.
Man.
Who's the captain?
Mata.
I thought De Gea was going to be the captain.
Mata's captaining them in the
I
preseason.
don't even care about their
At the end
captain.
of the day, is that a good thing that they don't have a definitive captain?
Yeah,
anymore
yeah.
either?
Who
it's
cares? And they needed
just another mark.
And they needed a center back. So that's what
Okay.
everyone has been saying and harping for the past 12 months or so. My problem with Harry is Harry much better than Chris Smalling, healthy Phil Jones, which is never Lindelof and Eric Bailly?
Is Lindelof done, by the way? What happened to him?
Apparently he wants to leave.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But I heard Bailly wants to leave too.
So where do they think they're going?
The last time I heard was Bailly to AC Milan.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, fine. I could see them doing that.
But
They-
That'd be a good
lost-
move for club and player.
They lost Zapata, right? So
yeah, maybe
yeah.
he'll go to your boys, Atalanta.
Devastating loss.
whatever. But I don't even care about these guys. My point is that I don't think Harry Maguire, for you to spend 80 million on someone that's not much of an upgrade on what you already have, is utter stupidity to me.
Let's say he's the next Bailly or he's the next Lindelof.
Well, he's not as athletic as Bailly, and
I'm
he's not a better passer than Lindelof.
I'm just saying.
And he doesn't-
Let's assume worst case scenario.
And
comes
he's
to
hella
fruition.
slow. Sergio Aguero's gonna smoke him at like 35 or 34.
I'm just saying.
Okay, continue.
My point being, let's assume the worst case scenario on Maguire. You've now paid 80 million and you've plunged yourself heavily into that investment.
Yeah.
Let's assume that he follows suit with the last two guys you've done that to. It's a far worse look than the previous failures. And we're going to call them failures tentatively because they're already kind of on the periphery.
Yeah.
So
Who are those other failures you'd speak of?
Lindelof and Bailly.
Oh, okay.
Bailly had that one
Because I thought
cup of coffee at the beginning.
because I was
Real
going to
good.
put Paul in that bracket, but that's fine.
I'm talking purely at center back.
Oh,
You wanna
purely
get into
at
that.
center.
Yeah,
That
that's-
is a massive failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Europa League is your goal.
No, but so that's my thing is that they
Got some
they
Europa, you got some Europa League players. That's what you should be playing.
one coin is that they
Did I
did
get a gunshot on that? Actually, that was nice. That was nice.
they did improve slightly
At center back.
and at fullback. So
Okay.
I got to give them credit for that. The biggest problem though, the other side of the coin is that look, it's 130 million on two players that don't really plunge you into the top four unless everyone else gets significantly better, which is highly unrealistic. So what was your goal here? They're linked with Bruno Fernandes and who's the other guy I said? The Bruno and they're linked with someone else.
Okay.
And that's
I didn't even know they were linked with someone. I just heard that one.
I said on the podcast. I said it before. I forgot who. I don't
I
care.
remember you said another name.
Yeah.
It was inconsequential in
Yeah.
comparison to Bruno, though.
Yeah.
So I just don't know where they're going with this. And it's come to a point where if you're spending all that money and not getting players that are going to elevate you to the next level, then why are you spending it?
But that's my point. That was my point at the beginning. I understand why they make this move because they need to address the center back position, but there's so many other holes in this.
It's a bad move.
Defense.
It's a bad move. It just shows that, like I said last week, whoever's running the show is incompetent. Perhaps Ollie has no say. I think we could agree that he probably doesn't have much say.
You don't think he has a say on this one?
No.
You don't think this is one of Ollie's transfers?
Well, if it is, then he's got to get fired.
because what we said last year at the end of this season was we're going to give him the time.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what people were saying, not us.
Okay.
People were saying that this is going to be his team. He's going to build this team. So if that's the truth, these signings that are coming in have to be Ollie's signings. If this is his team, if now he wants to put a stamp on this team, don't tell me he has no direction that these are not his signings. It's like telling me that these are not sorry signings. Yeah, they are. Anybody who comes in now is sorry signings. Anybody who comes in now, these are Ollie signings.
Well, on paper it is, but I don't think I don't think if he had a list, Harry Maguire was on it.
It has to be.
I don't think so.
Well, it's dealing what we know though so far. Wan-Bissaka is in. He's a United player. He's official. That strikes me as a move that I think he would probably make.
That's understandable.
He suits the core. He wants to play young. I think he's got a young core.
Yeah,
and I think he suits that profile nicely.
I don't know about Harry though.
Hey, well.
But I feel like they had to get a center back, and he's one that's technically on the
be willing to join a Europa League team, perhaps?
Well,
no offense, but
it's a step. Yo, y'all are dissing Leicester, man. Leicester. Actually, I said that Leicester ain't gonna finish ahead of them, but
I know Leicester.
The way things are going,
he
said that Anthony Martial is this is his year. Indirectly, he said that, so I'm waiting to see that.
Like a make or break year.
No, like this is the year he explodes.
I like that.
Pause.
I like that.
That's good.
I want Anthony Martial to explode. I'm ready for his explosion. I'm just saying.
I don't know why. The problem here is, look,
it's a French prince, and he's ready to explode. I think it's well put, honestly.
Look,
how much longer are we going to wait for him to finally come good?
I already told you it's not happening.
Be the man.
I've told you it's not happening. It's not happening. He's not built for it.
Isn't that Jesse's team?
No, none of them are built.
Behave.
Isn't that Jesse's team?
None of them are.
Is a Manchester City boy?
None of
born
them,
and bred.
None of them are
Rashford's team.
None of them
Pogba works Jesse like a puppet.
Yeah.
None of them are built for it. Okay.
Those are the Instagram boys.
Relax, turn boys.
IG boys.
Snitch on you. None of them are built for it, man. It's come to a point where I've said it. United's just not a big club anymore.
Hold on a second. When did you say that? You said that today?
No, I said it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
They're spending 130 mil on Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire. If that's not the sign of a big club, I don't know what it is.
That's
only a big club would do something like that.
You
got to give them some credit.
No, enough is enough, man.
Okay, because I've been saying that United are not a big club, and you're telling me the brand and the this and that nonsense.
You said that they can't. You said that they can't attract big players.
Yeah, and I'm sticking by that.
He's right.
No, they can't attract big players because the guys that are in there are not doing their job.
No, because nobody wants to go to that team.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
If they scrap whoever is working there right now, and they bring in guys that actually know what they're doing, they could attract players there.
Let me ask you this: Were Manchester United in the Delit conversation?
No.
Apparently they were.
Nope.
No,
they
not
weren't.
really.
But
they
were never. Yeah, they were never there. It was Barca and Barca only pulled out because of the whole Neymar thing.
Okay.
But yes, they didn't pull out. He chose otherwise.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay, sure.
But my point is,
I'm ignoring that.
My point is, if they were a big club, were they not? Why were they not in that conversation? Because Delit did not see them as a big club. Period. And this is the biggest, youngest transfer out there, and United is not in that conversation. They're not a big club. End of the discussion. That's it. They're not a big club.
I can't use that because
Why?
I could go back to Eden Hazard signing for Chelsea when they finished like 6th.
Yeah.
And he picked them over all the big clubs that wanted them. Was Chelsea a big club then? No.
Is Lille Ajax coming off a semifinal appearance in the Champions League?
So that's my point there. But
I think the place he's coming from.
Eden Hazard was the hottest property. Everyone wanted him.
That's fair.
And he chose to go to a team that finished 6th and barely they won the Champions League, but we all knew where that was going. And he chose them. United's problem is the guys behind the scenes. And no one could tell me otherwise because they could attract players and they have the money to give to players, but those guys are looking in the wrong places. I haven't seen United linked with any legitimate player that can make them better. And when I mean linked, I mean like actually attempt to make a bid for them. And I think that's striking to me.
Yeah, because
but it's not because
wants to go there.
No, because you can make a bid for a player that doesn't really want to go, or you could be linked with you can go to their agent or to their team and try to work a move, but they're not looking in those right places. They could have went and got Fekir. You think they could have got Fekir for 25 million? Yes. Leon had to sell because he only has 1 year left on his contract.
Okay,
it expires. They could have, but why didn't they? You tell me why didn't they?
Because I don't think he would have gone there.
You don't think he would have went there over Real Betis?
Nope.
Stop this.
Okay, the fact that Real Betis got him makes me have a whole other load of questions about that. I think you raise a point about culture, though. I think that's the real problem at United.
That's the biggest problem.
Can I blame one guy for it too?
Is it Paul?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who?
The guy who signed him, Mourinho. He left a big smoking heap behind at Chelsea, just the same way he really did at United.
Yeah.
And he left the team with the players sort of in more control than the club.
Yeah.
He sort of facilitates the players taking back more control than the management does. He did it at Chelsea in his second go-around. And now it seems like time has kind of proven that he did it at United too.
Yep.
But that's
a real problem.
Well, there's a 50-50 divide there. I
Probably.
think. Yeah. But I can't
He's your coach.
I can't dispute that. But that's the biggest problem there. You can't tell me that players would want to go not that they would turn down United for other clubs, but you can't tell me that United can't pull in quality players. I just can't understand that.
I agree. But what's the lure though? What's the lure? Is it the fact that they're United? Because that doesn't mean enough.
Thank you.
The brand
not enough anyway.
Nope. Don't give me the brand shit.
Yeah, it is the brand.
Nope.
It is the brand.
Nope.
It is the brand.
But you say that just the same way Milan would be able to say, we've won 7 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Big club, huge club historically.
Yeah.
But do you have to go toil away in Europa League for a year or two before you finally get back to that?
But
players only have so long.
But that's equal. Milan and United have somewhat of similar issues here.
Money being the big differentiator.
And with who's running the show.
Okay.
That's kind of my thing there. They both have the same issues. The brand is huge. The brand is definitely huge. It's like people going to Real Madrid. Why do they go to Real Madrid?
Because they have a chance to win at Real Madrid.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They believe that they have a chance to win at Real Madrid.
But they don't.
Well, Real Madrid's worst years, they're still in Champions League.
Yeah.
They're still competing, even though they probably will ultimately not win the league.
They never win the league.
They're still competing, though. They're
But
still at that level.
They believe, whether it's right or not,
But
they
it's
believe.
it's the brand.
But
it's the brand.
Okay, it's the brand. If you want me to, it's not really, but they believe that they have a chance to win.
Why do they believe that?
Because the squad is not bad.
They literally are competing for it, though.
Because they actually believe that they can do it. I don't know. Ask them.
Did you know the answer?
Yes. Because they believe that they can win something. You're not going to.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
they don't.
at United, you say, we are United, we're a huge club, and then they finish 6th. At Real, we are Real, and we're a huge club, but then they still finish top 3, and they're in Champions League.
We finished third, 20 points behind the team that finished first.
Yeah.
I'm saying they could do a little bit more than pay you more than every other team on the planet.
You know?
But honestly, do you not think that Eden goes to Madrid because he doesn't think that he's going to win there? Because then why doesn't he go to United? Why didn't United put in a big bid for him? Because he knows if he goes to United, he's not winning nothing.
No, you asked me why. You asked me why they didn't put. You tell me why they didn't put a bid in for him.
United?
Yeah,
because they know he was never going there. He was never going there.
They don't know that.
Emotionally, there's no way he's not leaving.
No, yeah,
Chelsea
but in that situation, yeah. And that's because he was at Chelsea, he wasn't going to go there. Just like he wouldn't go to City. If City put in a big bid for him, he wouldn't go to City.
I don't know. City's taking some other big Prem players.
No, he wouldn't go.
Probably not.
He wouldn't go.
I bet you there was a better
City
chance
has
he goes to City than United.
Essentially,
Damn
yes.
right.
But based off what's happening right now.
Why would he go to City?
City
over
don't
United?
have the brand that United
Yeah,
has.
yeah. Tell me that brand.
No, City,
sell me
City,
that brand.
City have Pep.
Please.
Is that the brand?
No.
The Pep
City,
brand?
City have Pep.
Uh-huh.
City's building a brand
Yeah. Okay.
as we speak.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand why
They're
this is
paying
so
a lot of
diffi-
money for
I
that
understand why.
brand.
This
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah, they are. I don't understand why this is so difficult to comprehend.
Because I don't buy that.
As to why players have always went to United. Now they're just not going there because they don't have the right guys in charge. Players were still going there up until like the last 18 months.
It's about choices.
When
options.
Mourinho Mourinho does play a part in that. When Mourinho was partially responsible for what was going on at that club, along with Ed and along with the other guys behind the scenes.
Okay, so but now you're telling me something different. If you're telling me that the draw to City is Pep, I'll say yeah, I agree with you.
But they're building a brand at the same time. They've been doing it for the past
when Pep
4 or 5 seasons.
When Pep leaves, you think
people will still go there.
What's the brand? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying I disagree, but what is it? I might disagree too, but what is it?
Well, it's pretty. It's a pretty generalized statement, but it's more about
Just define it for me. I'm curious.
in 100 words or less.
more so it is what Manchester United have worked on building from a worldwide perspective to the fans, to players. The culture is also obviously engraved in that as well, and kind of just everything tossed into one.
Now look into the camera while you say that. You might get a job with them.
No, I'm not going to do that. But
Just finish it
that's
off with "We Are Red" and you're
what
good.
it is off the top of my head because time is really.
That sounds like the kind of stuff I would say on an essay when I have no idea what I really want to say.
Exactly.
You know what? I get what you're saying. They're global.
Yeah.
Everybody knows United.
Yeah.
But the thing is, who wants to go to United to play Europa League, to not reasonably and realistically challenge for a Prem title? If you're going to be going to England over the next year or two, I think you got 3, 4, maybe 5 better options.
Look, but
Maybe not 5,
that also goes down to who they have there, and that's building a project there as well. That's selling it to these players, bringing in other players to get that done. You have $130 million. You could bring in three good players and add that to what you have and push into that top 4.
I think you make a point.
But they have to. It's about the guys behind the scenes selling that to the players. It's not about winning the title right now, but it's about building something. And they have the resources to do that. It's just that the guys behind the scenes aren't using those resources correctly.
Okay, so now there I somewhat agree with you.
But that's okay, whatever.
But that's not the brand. That's not the brand. That you've sold me something. You've sold me something different.
But they're supposed to tie that into joining Manchester United.
No,
That's just like why do people go to Juventus?
because they'll win.
People are going to Juventus before they were winning.
You're talking about 100 years of winning, but guess what?
Yeah.
After 06,
Yeah.
after 07, 08, 09, we were not getting great players. We were happy to get Olaf Melberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were happy to get guys like Felipe Melo
Yeah.
for 30 million euros. That's our brand at work, convincing a guy who we're still having to throw huge money at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, when you start going with shrewd business, shrewd operating, and you go the Bosman routes, you allow your brand to work for you in that way.
Yeah.
You go buy low with high reward possibilities, and you sort of accumulate assets, guys who increase in value.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire immediately drops off in value the second he puts pen to paper on a United contract.
Yep.
That's driving a car off the lot.
Whereas Wan-Bissaka is the opposite.
That's a good move.
They're
If you're going to overpay for somebody,
exactly, because I think if and when they do sell him on, they'll make a profit off of him.
yeah.
Even if they pay
possibly.
Why
No,
not?
100% they will,
Possibly.
because they'll sell him to City for 85 or 90.
Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah.
If he turns out to be what y'all think he's going to be.
I don't know about y'all, but
But
I'm saying.
But there's potential for him to increase in value when and if they do sell him off. Whereas Harry, no. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna recoup the 80 million that you've.
They said that about Anthony Martial, and they're not going to get that money back.
Well, that's inflation on a guy who was signed when he was, 2019?
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka is what, 21?
Yeah.
21. Presently, Maguire is he's on the wrong side of 25.
Yeah.
Guys don't normally increase dramatically in value after that.
Essentially.
I mean, we're not talking huge
No,
quantities here.
they're not going to get more for whatever they're going to pay for him there. The United thing is I stick to it. You can't tell me that they can't get better players than Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka.
They can.
You can't tell me that.
They're buying English Galacticos.
And
that's not a good
can't
strategy.
tell me that. They don't need to go get a DeLitt. They don't
Would
need
help,
to.
though.
They don't need to go that route, but they could do much better than what they're doing now. They should be able to attract much better players than they are now. And it's not even about attracting them, it's about actually going out there and identifying players. That's the biggest problem.
So to finish this talk on United.
No, you just hated. You just hated.
No,
because now I want them to do well, so you can stop hating on them.
Hold on, though. What's wrong with Lindelof? What's wrong with Bailly? What's wrong with all these guys that they've bought? They've entered a culture where there's just no stability. There's no room for success.
Well, Bailly was never a top center back. That was like
no, but he was still
a roll at the dice.
Guy.
Lindelof was he had one good season.
Yeah, this is a guy who's young, played for it.
Well, when was the last time they made a
splash,
an astute quality signing? What was their best signing under Ed Woodward? and
you have a cricket sound effect,
and that answers my question in a nutshell. Under that regime, what was their best signing?
Federico Marqueta.
Well, no, but, I'm being dead ass right now. Like, who was their best signing?
What was the year he got there? What was the year he got there? 'Cause I'm tempted to think Martial too.
Yeah,
He's
Martial.
the guy who comes to mind.
That says everything about what I'm trying to say.
David De Gea.
He came a while ago. I don't know. How long has Ed Woodward been at United?
No, he's been there for. De Gea probably just sneaks into that timing. No.
Probably.
Because if it's not De Gea, then it has to be Martial.
I would say yeah. Off the top of my head, he's
Rashford?
the first guy who comes to mind. Well, Rashford wasn't a signing. He's an academy guy.
Came through the academy, right?
Yeah. Tell you what.
So after 2012.
Okay.
And
that would rule out De Gea, right?
Yeah. Right. That would
Yeah.
rule out De Gea.
So you're talking Van Gaal era.
After the retirement of David Gill, the following year, Woodward was promoted to the top operational role at Old Trafford in a restructuring of the club's boardroom.
Okay, so that's 2012. So when did De Gea get there?
He got there before that.
Yeah.
He did for sure.
Yeah, he won the title with them with Fergie.
You're
Okay,
talking Van Gaal era and onward.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
we're talking Moyes.
So then
onwards.
I'm gonna go Martial.
Yeah.
Says everything.
Yeah.
Says everything.
I'm just trying to think.
Says everything.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
no.
Can we
I know what you're
can we
saying.
end the conversation now?
Yeah.
Ironically, that's the only one that I could say they got because of brand too.
Yeah.
Can we end the conversation now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Paul doesn't count as brand.
No.
Romelu doesn't count as brand.
Wrong.
I'm not saying that they're great, but I'm just saying none of those players.
Big Rom is a Mino boy.
Yeah.
And like when he brought Pogba over,
Yeah,
that
Paul
was
is a Mino boy.
preordained,
Okay.
orchestrated move.
Okay. Asking questions.
I
Other
would
questions?
argue that I think if Chelsea came calling, Rom would have went back there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking questions here.
All right.
So that's been their best signing.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that it's because they can't attract players.
Yeah.
They were Premier League. They were Premier
I
League.
don't think it's because they haven't tried.
They're
I'll say that.
They're Premier League champions at one point. I've never heard
when dinosaurs roamed the
I've
earth.
never heard United be linked with anyone legitimately linked with anyone of close to or world class level since that regime has taken over. They got like Robin van Persie like a season before.
Right.
Okay, when he was like arguably the best.
But that's
striker
why
in
I
the
didn't.
league.
That's why I didn't pick him.
Huh?
That's why I didn't include him. He was on.
No, but that's just kind of my point of what they were attracting while not really playing great
Was that
football.
Fergie's last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, but I'm just making the point here that it is not there. It is not because they're Manchester United or why people aren't going there. People would still go there.
If they were good.
Whatever. If that's where you want to go, then you could continue believing that. But it is much bigger than because they finished in sixth. Because teams could hire the right managers. Number one, build a culture, do a better job of preparing proper projects for the managers.
I don't want to keep going on this, but if you were a player, what would you sell me coming to United? Right now, what would you sell me?
You're not selling me Ole.
Yeah. What
You're
are you
not selling
selling
me
me?
Europa League.
If because I understand your Pep one. There you're selling me Pep 100%.
Pep, Klopp, Pochettino. Players go play for Poch, and they're never going to win anything.
Do they really?
They're never going to win anything.
Who was the last
Poch
big
is great and all, but
who
And
was the
Dombele.
last big signing that
And Dombele?
Spurs just
And Dombele?
they might now start going for Poch. But prior to this year, I don't know that anybody was really lured by
I
him.
just want to know what you're selling me. If I'm a big name guy, what are you selling me at United? I just don't see what you're.
It has to be a long-term plan. It's not a short-term plan.
Okay,
Coach. Hire me a good coach that I
Yeah.
care about first.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that about Ole because he's a very
No. Don't be sorry, but that's
he's
but
adorable.
Don't
and
be
all,
sorry,
but
but that's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
Te-
That's what's not attracting any big name players to that club. I just don't see you're selling me nothing right now. Pep.
Well, to be fair, none of those English clubs are signing big-name players.
I know because there's nothing to sell right now. There's really
no.
nothing
I mean,
to
none
sell.
of the City's not signing any big-name players.
Oh, but City has a
that
good
much-
squad.
There's
Yeah,
not
but
much space to really sign guys.
City built their squad based on signing young players that weren't that great, that had the potential to
But
be
what did
great.
they sell him? Pep.
They sell to it was a long-term project. It was before Pep even got there. Kevin De Bruyne was there before that. Sterling was there before that.
Yeah, but they were also competing.
They paid a premium.
They weren't.
For
They
both
weren't.
those
They were.
guys,
They
though.
were. They were not competing.
They won the league.
before Pep. They finished like in third.
No.
Pep's first season they finished in third. Before that they finished in fourth. Yeah, they'd win the league and then drop off after.
Okay, I know,
It was
but again,
inconsistent.
that's what they're selling them: the ability to win the league.
Now they are.
Now they are.
Yeah.
It was never a given.
Well, they've always been in the hunt, though. They've always been in that. They've always been in that discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since Mario and Kuhn and Mancini.
And
Yeah.
and Liverpool,
What about him?
if they do the same thing.
Why always Mario? By the way, that guy, where is that?
And
guy?
Liverpool,
Oh man.
and Liverpool.
And Liverpool, what? Elaborate.
Well-
Let me answer for you. Let me answer for you correctly. Elaborate. What do you mean? In Liverpool?
How do they,
Who did they attract?
Started with a coach.
Don't tell me Mo Salah, because Mo Salah was an average player at Roma. They took a flyer on him and got lucky.
All right, hold on. I say better than average. He got progressively better every stop along the way.
Yes.
Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Then there was Roma.
Yep.
Then he progressively got better everywhere.
Right.
But I'll say, yeah, to expect him to explode the way he did.
No.
Well, my point is that they brought in a manager. They bought players that fit that DNA, and now they're competing and challenging. It's not about, my thing with them is not about attracting big name players. It's about attracting players that fit a model that you're trying to produce on the field on a week-to-week basis that could help you contend for titles. But they're not doing that. Harry Maguire is not the answer to that.
Okay, so we're in agreement there.
We definitely agree on that.
Yes, there. We'll end it there. We're in agreement.
You're in agreement with that, but what I'm trying to tell you is that they could attract players that can help them win trophies. You're just saying they can't attract. No one wants to go to United.
No, it's just not the right people want to go.
Not the right people.
But you're solely focusing on big names.
No, it's coach
No,
first.
but what I'm trying to tell you is that those English clubs haven't built their success off buying big name players. They can't compete with the Real Madrids or the Barcelonas.
United can.
United can.
They definitely can.
Okay,
So can City.
get out of here, man. You just said that they can't. Now they can.
In terms of pure
No,
money.
they can purely from a financial
Financial.
standpoint.
No, but
That's it.
I'm just talking about in general.
that's not enough,
I'm just
though.
talking about in general.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I'm just talking about in general.
I thought you meant financially.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Ah,
Those big players are always going to Barcelona. As of late, they're going to Barcelona and Real Madrid. Cut the Juve shit with the fact that they signed Ronaldo when they signed him. That's another discussion. And the free transfers of players that are over the hill and they want one more last run at it. Matuidi, Khedira.
Matuidi wasn't free.
They shouldn't have bought him anyways. That was a waste. Khedira was a waste.
Khedira gave him
Ch-
a couple good years.
Chan was not wanted.
Crazy. City wanted Chan.
Chan was not wanted by Bayern or Liverpool.
they wanted City wanted him.
City wanted him.
Okay, City wanted him.
Yes.
Pep did not want Emery Chan back.
Do you know Pep?
Yeah,
You spoke to him
Yeah,
personally?
I saw him drop him at Bayern.
All right. Let's move on.
But no, but just remember, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy for United.
I will.
Because
Don't
you're saying
worry.
that you're saying
Don't worry.
You're
That
saying,
will never drop.
You're saying they can't attract anyone, but that's not entirely true.
When money is your only lure, you have a problem.
But yeah, and not for Chelsea. But
Chelsea.
my thing here is that it's money is a huge factor, but if the guys in the back aren't running the show properly, then it's never going to work. And United fans,
we're agreeing.
no,
Okay,
but that is the biggest problem. United fans know that, and that's what they're trying to tell you. But you're just saying, oh, they can't attract anyone based off they can attract people because they are Manchester United. Yeah, they can. They can do that.
Not the present evolution. That's all.
And but my point is the reason why they can't do this is because the guys in the back.
I agree. You said two things that I completely agree with: culture and coach. Two C's that are most important to success. Period.
Whatever. With the United fans, two sides of the coin. You're not a big club currently. You may never be a big club again. And when I say big club, just right now, they're in no position to compete. Sell to us that they're going to compete until they fix that stuff and put together some sort of plan. And not waste $130 million on players that have potential and that are fullbacks. They're not really going to. I don't know. To me, that's. If you're going to pay $50 million for someone like that, he better be scoring some goals or dominating the midfield. Two things that they can't really do very well at the moment.